Hi, my name is Ricky Mendez. I'm 27 years old, and this is my input regards the activity guide number 1 from the course Teaching English to Children, Adolescents, and Adults. The first question is, why did I decide to become a teacher? So even when teaching is something that is hard to do and is not the cup of tea for a lot of people, I think one of the most rewarding aspects of teaching is the opportunity to make a positive impact on the students' lives. As a teacher, we have the chance to inspire, we have the chance to motivate them, to guide young people, children all over the world, helping them to navigate through lives, to overcome any issue, any problems, and to achieve their goals. We as teachers, and in my case, being as a teacher in training, we have the chance to work with students, colleagues, and community members to create a positive and supportive learning environment. The whole sense of accomplishment and fulfillment that comes from helping students to succeed and reach their potential is truly something that is extremely pleasant to do as a job professional, as a work goal, and it's something that I love doing, so helping others so far. And now I had to think about the best teacher I ever had and why were they good and how they influenced my life. Well, on my high schooler life, I had the pleasure to be educated by great people, great professionals, and great minds. They exposed me to new ideas and perspectives through literature and always encouraged me to express myself creatively in a whole new language, which I ended up loving a lot, as you can tell. I was quite a shy person, I'm not gonna lie, but after feeling confident in another language, it made me feel like my skills were truly valuable and thought about how those will benefit me in areas of my life later on. All my English teachers were true advocates of basically about good education itself, and they sure loved their profession. So I can confirm they paved the way for this love I have right now towards ESL, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the whole experience I have with them. So, what do I see as a major challenge facing teachers nowadays? I think one of the most challenging scenarios is how to navigate and manage diversity within a classroom, as we most likely will be working with students from a variety of backgrounds and a lot of wide range of abilities. People from different scenarios, different backgrounds, different contexts. Also, staying updated is a must. Always. The education landscape is constantly evolving with new technologies and teaching methods being developed. We need to learn how to navigate through those for our classes to be innovative, always, and meaningful. And one of the hardest, in my opinion, will be managing the whole demand of the job itself. Being a teacher is truly a long hour type of job, so it demands a lot of physical tendency and a strong mindset. Sometimes being a teacher could lead to a burnout, so we truly need to find a proper and healthy balance. So what would I do if I have a student that has no desire to learn in my class? First of all, I would need to get to know them and to know their background is always important, as this helps to reflect proper pedagogic and learning methods. I would try to understand them, and I would try to identify what the student is passionate about. This will help me to incorporate those interests into the lesson so it could be extra catchy for them to pick it up. Connecting the material to real life scenarios or experiences will also help me to show them how is truly relevant what we are seeing in the classroom and how this could affect their everyday life. So maybe it will boost their interest and motivation and will encourage them to engage a little bit further. Engaging is extremely hard to do. So trying to come up with new and interest learning techniques could be also helpful for me as a teacher, and it will help me to get that interest that is lacking from them. Also, I will not allow the rush to get into my head. I will be extra patient with them, as we understand that every mind, every person works in their own way to process things, to learn things, to experience things. So I will encourage them to basically at every time, every single time, and provide clear and positive feedback will help me. Maybe will make them feel valuable. So no matter how small that progress might be, I would always show positive feedback. I will also allow them to explore the content by themselves, as sometimes autonomy helps them to feel more engaged. So maybe a dynamic lesson where they can explore by themselves, they can find content maybe that they can relate to. And how do I feel about homework and examination? And are they necessary? Why? Well, those two learning control methods play an important role in the learning department, in the learning practice itself. When those are used effectively, of course, they can sure always support the learning process and not only help them to retain the information, I mean, help the students to retain the information, but also to be able to apply the knowledge into real life context. Homework allows autonomy to get boosted. Sometimes research, investigations, and projects allow a student's mind to fly and be able to discover new ways of indirect learning, new ways to explore content. Homework provides the students the chance to practice what they have learned in the classroom and to solidify their understanding on the lesson taught. Also helps them to consolidate a better study habit as well as time management skills. Examinations are good to provide clear and assertive feedbacks, and I think that using it along with other teaching strategies will help to promote an active and meaningful learning experience for every single student as well.